Good morning, colleagues and co-worker. My name is Angelica Santoso, and today I want to talk about something that is very dangerous yet important for our generation and for our environment. So sometimes we don't realize that what we literally use every day can damage our environment. And when people think about pollution, they typically think of CO2 emissions from their vehicle like motorcycle or from their car. But they don't realize that the most or the biggest pollutants can be found in their closets like clothing, shoes, and fabric accessories. Clothing is the second largest pollution sources in the world, and pollution from clothing starts well before an old t-shirt being tossed in a trash. According to the Human Resource Institute, clothing, the amount of water to make one cotton t-shirt is the same amount as a person drink 2.5 years. And also, the most important thing that we have to know is that it's largely driven by our consumption habit, right? Because we love to shopping, and we sometimes just buying everything every week, like clothes, shoes, and fabric accessories, like every week, especially in Jakarta when they provide all the mall so we can go shopping everything, but that is very dangerous thing to our environment. And also the impact of the textile production and clothing industry to our environment is go beyond emission, because use the dyes to the clothing that we use produce toxic chemicals that can pollute the waterways, and also the gathering material like fabric, like wood fabric base, it can contribute to deforestation. And the textile pollution happens throughout the entire process of production of a products. So, for example, like farming process, like conventional farming process for fiber like cotton, they not usually, but always relies on like heavily on pesticide use, while the manufacturing synthetic fabric use non-renewable energy sources like crude oil. And the final imposed textile can produce a toxic that can leaching into the soil and water, and also leads to greenhouse gas emission. But the good news is there are individuals, also organizations, and people and company that work really hard to minimize the damage to our environment throughout the entire life cycle process of the textile production. For example, like the clothing brand that I found last week that called DIRI. It's a new brand that was founded last year by 5 fresh graduate students from LaSalle College, Indonesia. So just let's take a look at our interview with DIRI fashion designer.
Sekarang saya bersama dengan fashion designer Aurelia Monica Dardjono sebagai fashion designer dari brand DIRI. Oke, Kak Monik, boleh diceritain nggak asal-usul brand DIRI ini seperti apa?
Ya, jadi awal mulanya brand DIRI ini terbentuk dari kita punya kelompok dari dosen tuh diberikan tugas buat bikin brand yang nantinya bisa dijual di kalangan masyarakat.
Oh, target pasar dari brand diri ini kalangan apa ya kalau boleh tahu?
Kita targetin buat anak-anak muda yang umurnya 20-an ke atas dan di kelas yang menengah ke atas.
Oh, oke. Nah, kira-kira spirit apa nih Kak Monik yang mau disampaikan lewat koleksi diri?
Jadi diri ini mau mencerminkan brand yang mempunyai karakter untuk membuat customernya percaya diri akan karakternya sendiri. Jadi setiap pieces yang kita bikin itu mencerminkan karakter yang berbeda-beda, tapi tetap percaya diri.
Okay, so what makes DIRI.id different with other brands in Indonesia? First of all, they have a goal for sustainable fashion, and also they turn fabric scraps into a unique and edgy look that is different from other brands in Indonesia. And they have a goal for sustainable fashion and eco-friendly items. So it's very good for ourselves and for our environment. And for this year, DIRI launched 10 design with a unique name that reflects a very positive characters. For example, like periang dress and tolerant trouser, or brani scarf, like that, something like that. So it's very good for the person that wear it, and also very good for our environment. So if you guys want to limit the wardrobe effect to our environment, you can check out the Instagram diri.id and pre-order the item that you want. So that's all for today. Thank you for all the kind attention. Hopefully we can meet again in next week. Thank you.